What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tell It How It Is. No filter. It's Voice of Reason here. Thanks for joining me. As much as I love this, much as I love being on here, I don't know why there's always a hesitation before I start. Most of the time. But I'm going to set it off with what I usually don't do. Some kind of current quotes and current events type things that's going on. So, Knicks hat. I'm not a Knicks fan by no means. No disrespect to the Knicks fans. I am from New York, though. So I'm going to give flowers when it's due. And in 2024, the Knicks are 15-2 currently. So salute to y'all for that. They are balling. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not jumping the wagon. None of that. But I am from New York, and that is a good look. 2, I want to give a big rest in peace to Carl Weathers, a.k.a. Apollo Creed. He's left us in 2024. I think he was like 76 years old, which is, you lived life, but that's still a little young to me. But 76 is a good number, I guess. That's not me throwing stabs or, I know his family and friends and loved ones want you here longer. You know what I mean? Like, my grandmother passed at 99, and that's beautiful, right? But I still wanted more, so it's per family. I ain't mean to get all that. But rest in peace, big rest in peace, Carl Weathers, a.k.a. Apollo Creed, S.I.P. 3rd, leave Ice Spice alone. I keep seeing things on Twitter and wherever. The girl got no talent. She just, da-da-da. I'm not on her side. I'm not against her. A lot of people are famous for reasons beyond. Let's not, come on, cut it out. The girl look good. The girl look alright, and she winning. Whatever strategy or whatever she's doing to get attention is working. I'm all for the hustle. It's not just her. You feel me? So if y'all gonna be on that type of vibe, everybody gets shots. Don't just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like when one person gets targeted. Like, we don't got a bunch of those. I know that's probably just current, and the internet is undefeated. Everybody gets slayed. Everyone's a target. But I just felt the comment on that because that's just something I seen recently. Another thing I ain't doing in a while, I'm going to jump right to is pet peeve of the week. So let me scroll for that because I was going to save that for last. So let's get right to it. The real reasons for BBLs. The only reason I'm saying this or asking this and then commenting, I'm a hypocrite in a way though. So I'm gonna just snitch on myself right away. What I'm about to say, let me not leave in suspense. So I seen a female cop in uniform with her partner. You see cops all over. BBL. I'm gonna be a man and keep it a buck with y'all. Shit look fire. I was thrown off like a police. I mean, that's probably not the first one, or I may have seen it before. When your mind is going, you ain't really paying attention to exacts, right? So this may not be the first time. This may not be no big deal for you, but that's the first time I really zeroed in on. Like, I was that close in proximities, and the female cop had the BBL, and I was like, it automatically took me to imaginary, I could picture a porn with cops in it. Like, to see a real life right there one, I don't know why I'm making a big deal of it. But anyway, it was like, did she get the BBL after being a cop or before? Because what's the purpose of the BBL? Ladies, are we getting that because we just want it and that's for whatever career? Teacher, lawyer, you don't have a specific plan. Like, I'm going to get a BBL because I want to be a dancer. I want to be a model. I want to be a stripper. I want to be whatever. You don't have that. It's like you just want it and then still live a regular life. And that's cool. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm lost. Because if she got the BBL after becoming a cop, I still question that a little bit. So it is a pet peeve. It's like, you're a cop, you're going to go get ass. But if you got the ass before you became a cop, I'm still a pet peeve, sort of, because it's like, either way that don't go. A cop, survival is survival. You take, whatever coins you get, I guess. But I need some ladies to comment on this and tell me, if you get a BBL, are you going to be a cop after that? Like, that's your dream? That's what just happens? Do you do it after you get the gig? Like, what is the whole thing? I know that this is like a big debate all around. Some may say, I just want it because I want it. Who gives a fuck if I'm a doctor or whatever? Or I want it because I want to be those titles, stripper, dancer, bottle girl, etc. There's no rules. It just threw me off. So, got pet peeve out the way. Fellas, too, you can comment. What you think the purpose of a BBL really is? Like, what does it do besides the look? How, why is a female so dedicated to getting that? And why is it such a big convo today? Are they doing it for us, fellas? Doing it for themselves? Okay. So, the man you really, I'm talking to ladies, of course. Let me not be biased. I'm talking to whoever this applies to. I don't want no smoke. It's a free country. It's a free world. The man you really want won't take care of you unless, and it's a two parts. Let me just go right. The woman you really want won't submit to you unless. Now, I was watching this doctor on this, I forgot the guy's name. Put in the timestamps. Sadia Khan, I think her name is. I'm not really quoting exact shit she said. I'm going to put that in the timestamps too. But it does indirectly tie in with this and my breakdown of this. So let's go back to part one. The man you really want won't take care of you unless. Let's not get defensive. Let's not read too much into this if you want to take yourself out this equation. What I'm saying is there's certain women, certain ladies who want this type of man to take care of them in its entirety. So for the ones that do, you won't really get the one you want and get him to do that unless, the part two part, submit. Submit. You don't like to hear that word, right? You think that means some slave hostile type shit. No. You have to add value to this man. And it's not about money. I'm not talking about this 50-50 split shit down the thing. You want a man to fully take care of everything. You have to submit. You have to add to his value. You have to add to his happiness. It goes back to rich and unemployed. I have to also put in the timestamps. I watch a bunch of stuff, so sometimes the thoughts get mixed in with each other. You got to treat him like a king. Bottom line. It's not just like work, physical work. It's his mental, it's all of that. He come home, he might have a bad day. You stroke that mental, you stroke that ego a little bit. You do that at the end of a bad day. You do that at the start of his next day because he got to go back and redo that. People, we humans, and we can have a bad day, a not so good day or whatever, but we got to get up tomorrow and go do that shit again. So you definitely got to pay full attention to your man. And women may be sitting here like, duh, you really sitting here breaking this down. I know what to do. I know how to keep a man. You crazy. Chill out. Chill out, because most of y'all is cap. Most of y'all is fucking cap. You know what I mean? It's not bitter. I'm not trying to come at y'all. Y'all don't really realize that a lot of these things you see on the internet, you got to separate the bullshit from the shit that's really trying to put you on. Because I don't totally slay the social media and the internet anymore, because there are things on here that are in the better interest of, based on the individual and how they receive it. But there are things out here trying to tell you if you wake up and pay the fuck attention. So yes, you may think you know it all, ladies, but you really don't. You really don't. Sorry to say it. And we can slay, man. And that's how y'all use y'all emotions. Because the minute y'all get pressed about how y'all do, y'all want to counter it. Well, what niggas do? What men do. Let's not use the word Negro, right? Anyway, so submit. Be his peace. Be his support system. We hear all of this all the time. And we go, duh. But who's doing it? Who's really doing it consistently? I'm not talking about the honeymoon stage. I'm not talking about a year to 3 years and it was all kumbaya and he. And then what? So, consistency. Learn his love language. Be comforting. Be supportive. Treat him like a king. Send him out there. Go get him, Tiger. Cheerleader. Tuck that pride. And then, again, this is for the man you really want. and the one that will take care of you. Because that's two things. Because you could get the man you really think you want, and he don't take care of you. And then you get the man who will ride or die, go out there and fucking risk his neck, scruples, cojones, all of that, but he ain't the one you really want. So it's a two-step thing. So for both to come together, you got to tuck that pride, sis. Seriously, y'all be too privileged out this motherfucker. Now, if you want to do what you do and get the average or not get anybody and just play around a little bit sometimes, do you. This is for what you really want and for him to take care of you. I really don't think there's nothing else. Comments? Got something? Let me know. Men has always been a little bit simple, though, on the simpler side of things, and y'all challenge that, too. Boom. Let's flip it. The woman you really want won't submit unless. So, see, ladies, tuck that pride again, because I'm going to get on the fellas as well. All of us need a little schooling with that, fellas. You got to be a dominant, masculine, alpha male. Not a brute, not barbaric. I'm just saying. You got to be firm. You got to be solid. You got to be a little fearful. Not to your woman in this world. You got to be a little fearful. AKA respected. So when y'all roam these streets, y'all go out where y'all go. You know, you walking with your lady, you got the shoulder. Like, niggas is not going to try y'all. Somebody can and always will. It's a dangerous world we live in. I'm just saying, you got to have that masculine energy on a foul all the time. I know there's some women that want to today. That's a little bit of the older women, though. 80s baby, 90s baby, maybe. That, you know, want to sell us this. And I don't want to say that they all the way full of shit. But they want to sell us that you can be you. You can show me your vulnerable side. You can be emotional. You can shed tears. Show me how you really feel. I want to see. That is fucking cap to a degree. I won't say none of them mean it. I won't say they could mean it till they actually in it. Some might mean it a small percentage of the time. And like I said, it's mostly the, you know, I don't want to say older like it's old, but not these millennials. You know what I'm saying? So, fierce, strong, tough, providing, decision making, never look like you in a worry, never look like you in a scarcity. I mean, you got to have this mentality now. You're human, so of course there's going to be days of those that you're not supposed to have, but I don't think you really should be showing that to your woman. Not like on no type of consistent basis at all, if at all. You know, some fierce men will sit here and tell you, never do that shit. Never look like you in scarcity. Never look like you don't know the next move. Never look unsure. Again, the same way I got on the women, I'm going to get on the fellas. If this is the woman you really want, and you want her to submit, you gotta be fierce. Or I tell you like I tell the ladies, if you gonna be half-assed with it, you're gonna be a little bit too in your emotional bag, you're gonna get what you pay for. AKA, you're gonna get what you put the work in for. So, both of y'all, both men and women need schooling on this, checking. You know what I mean? None of us got this shit down to a T, but these are the best ways to at least go about it. Fellas, you gotta be tough, bulletproof, damn near. You know, you find not concubines, I'm stupid. You find peers of your level and above to kind of like confide in if you really need somebody to talk to and air one out, or therapy. You know, you're never too fierce for that. You know what I mean? You ain't got to discuss that with your partner, what go on in them sessions. You know, maybe the sound of that'll throw your partner off, maybe, but that just lets you know where her head is at, because I don't care how fierce you are, tame the beast, tame the beauty, they all could talk to the therapist, in my opinion. But that's it, you know, let me stop juggling with that. So, that's it for those two. How to go pursuing when it seems like the odds are against you and you don't see soon enough results. This is simple, a quick fix. Consistency and the love. Consistency and the love. You could be doing something for whatever reason, underlining, just to pass the time, just for a check, just for like to look a certain way. And so therefore, it'll really irritate you and you'll really look at this heavier than you should because you're not getting the results and when the odds are against you because it's not something you're doing totally genuine, you totally love, and you bleed the shit. So for example, with me and people who know me, yeah, this podcast is a thing now and I love this shit, but I'm a music, no noise. How you stop him? Music head, rap. You know what I mean? I got songs you can't even imagine. You know what I mean? It's not a bragging thing. It's not I'm the best in the world. I'm the best in the hemisphere though. But anyway, that's what I love. There's ways to be negative about my history in music, and there's ways to be positive. Am I signed? Am I blown up? Am I famous? Am I a billionaire? From music. No, 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 and no. That's the negative. Do I regret doing it? Never. Not for a minute. Do I have more songs than billionaires? Probably. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Will you probably wait till I'm dead to finally jump on my... Yo, that nigga was nice. Cool. Cool. Like I was saying earlier, burn me. But don't wait till then to say you rock with no noise. Because my spirit will come up and you want to know the symbol now? Because if I'm a spirit, I can't talk, you won't hear me. If y'all in a room somewhere and I could do like the movie Ghost and you say you rock with no noise and a chair move or a door close or a pen fly, that person is lying. I will use all my spiritual energy to expose you. So don't say you rock with no noise when I'm gone. That's man, woman, whoever, dog, cat. Don't lie, son. And I don't care if you rocked for a minute for a piece of my life. I'm talking about if you rolled the whole way. Don't do that. Don't do that. But that's love and that's passion. I went a little animated as normal. But the pursuing of things, you should never look at a deadline as far as your work that you're going to put in. You can set goals to say by such and such, I want to see, you know, if you're building the marketing of it or the promotional side of it, followers, algorithm, you know, whatever strategy, you could put deadlines on those. But the actual art or the actual thing that's in you that you love to do, you shouldn't really put an expiration date on it. Because I'm going well over 20 years for music. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's songs I can't find, couldn't tell you. You know, I'm just out there. So don't stop, don't quit, but you knew that already. But that's what's going to decide in you. And that's when you make a step off. If you do have an expiration date or you do get that frustrated because you're not seeing results, then I don't think that this is the thing that you love genuinely and you really want. Because if you really want it, it don't end. I took numerous breaks. I ain't saying in the 20 years, but it don't never stop. You know what I'm saying? New music coming soon. Let's go. Sorry, fellas, we get slayed more. Women are tired of men leading and mostly only talking about sex. Never lost a battle. Since I sung that real quick. Yo, is it my age or maybe current life events or what is it? Something in the air? And I'm not being funny. I'm starting to like specific gospel music. I never had an issue with gospel music in general. You know, if I was somewhere and it's going on, I could vibe. I'm not going to act like I'm too tough for that. And there's a higher power. And, you know, my grandmother would love it. Bringing Granny up again. Church was her thing. You know what I mean? So I had to roll. So, no, but I actually got some specifics in the last week or two. I'm really digging. You know, I got shout out C.C. Winan, Marvin Sapp. You know, there's another lady, I forgot her name. I might put in a timestamp just because I feel that bad. I forgot her. But I got a little mini playlist right now, and them songs is hitting. You know what I'm saying? The Best in Me and Never Lost the Battle, but I ain't want to get all religious. Let's go. So, you get a certain age, you know, and shout out Booby Trap Queen. She was on here a couple a couple ago. Then she disagreed with me here. Not like totally strongly disagreed, but I said I'm gonna wait for her to pull back up for the specifics. But I'm gonna say this: men gotta find their own way in everything. But when it comes to this dating shit, I hate to call it shit. When it comes to this, you either, it's hard, man. I don't really want to expose it. Like, it's frustration mixed with don't give a fuck, really. Because it's like, men gotta figure women out and figure how to move, not look like a bozo, not look too creepy, not look too thirsty. It's all these disclaimers of how you gotta approach them. Yeah, women don't get it because they not on that other side of it. And to them, that's like, yo, what's the big deal? If you a lit dude, you know the vibes. You get women all the time. You've had bad women, not so bad women, these type of women. Don't, like, what's the problem? You should just be able to adjust, right? You do this, right? Yeah, but it come with a lot. It come with a lot. How we gotta be, how we gotta vet you, how we gotta approach you. So I'm not co-signing this lead with sex all the time and keeping it there. But women, if you could say you understand that even getting approached in the first place was because the guy was attracted to you, that doesn't mean accept that type of talk. But you must understand that that's on the mind. Yeah, you want us to play it off. See, that's the thing. Everybody fronting out here. So I'm not saying he should just keep drowning you with that. But if attraction draw him to you, he not supposed to mention it at all. Yeah, I like a woman, I could tell just by looking at you, girl, that you're into therapy like me. Meaning, we can talk about brain stems and cerebral hemispheres. Yeah, I'm being a jerk about it. Because we don't know. Now, I have another homegirl that was on here, and she hates that as well. She wants, I won't say she, most women, fellas, I don't know the percentage, they want you to lead with getting to know them. Really interacting on a mature, grown-up type of way that's outside the physical to see if y'all pair. And then the prize or reward or the accolade for paying attention and really engaging and really seeing similarities, and if y'all really could rock and really get somewhere, then here's the prize, the physical. Now, I'm being funny, but it's kind of how the way they see it. Now, you got the ones that are a little more like, well, I do want to know what it's like before I put my time in. There's ones that not looking for nothing. Here you go. I'm just having fun. Hopefully I get something out of you, though. You know what I mean? Because that'll determine how long you get some. Some women just attracted and want to go in as well. And then if you don't bring nothing else, you probably don't last, fellas. Let's keep it a buck. Because I don't care what type of woman you meet. You might get lucky and you just get some off the rip. But if you don't got no value past that, you get hit up minimum, if at all, and you rock for a little bit. Then you got the ones who, they want to do a little investigation, interrogation, and interaction, but they still not going to really hold back. And then you got to still show value. And then there's the ones who want you to wait, till Jesus returns to earth. I'm sorry. Today is that's the type of vibe I'm on. I know I'm being a little exaggerated, whatever. But yeah, so either way, those are the three, right? There's more, but the one who's going to just have fun anyway, she like here, once she get a certain vibe that she rock with you and feel comfortable here, off rip, still going to have to show and prove something. Or that won't last long. If you a one and done type of dude, then that's your thing right there. Then you got the ones, like I said, that's middle, that hold out a little bit, see, yeah, I hear. Let's see what you could do. Then the ones that hold out. Go back to the top of the show. What you really want. But not to shy away, because I didn't really touch on it and really get to the point. Fellas, you got to be a little more creative, a little bit more open-minded to the fact that they know the vibes. They know you're talking to them because you want to fuck. Let's just keep it a beam. Do we have to sugarcoat this? Every man that approaches any woman wants to fuck. Let's expose all the little, but I don't give a fuck if it's someone that you see every time you take your kid to school, every time you go to work, every time you go to the supermarket, the doctor, whatever. If you are, hi, good morning, how you doing? Hey, what's up? You want to fuck. Will you? Will it happen? How to go about it? Those are all the particulars later and after the fact. But since we're here, fellas, they know. So I will ride with them on this for a little bit and say, stretch your dialogue out, dog. You ain't got to talk about it all the time. And you know what I mean? Show some intellectual capabilities here. Talk about something deeper than that. I mean, you ain't got to go into politics. Show that you know what I mean? Have some substance. You do look a little thirsty if you're doing just that. You do. You know what I mean? And I really don't have to sit here and tell you much, fellas, because if you got experience and you've dated all type of girls and you did your thing, then you should know. You know what I mean? Even my other episode with my guy, Direct Deposit, is like you ignore, you play the quiet role, you do more listening. You listen to listen and then respond. Like, do I have to really go through this and tell you that? Like, it is a maturity level, though. So, when I hear guys in their early 20s that's doing this, I'm not really surprised. Not saying they don't got substance. They just keeping it more of a buck. So, ladies, you got to separate it. I'm not saying to accept it, but there's a separation of men only really having that and men just really on it like that. Because there's some men that could lead with this and it sound like that's all they about. And they do got some other shit going on. They just keeping it a buck with you. And then there's ones that's leading with this because that is all they want and that is all they could give you. So, yeah, it is. You got to learn which is, the difference. I get it. Cool. Shut up. There's no part twos. There's no more part twos, by the way. Yo, quick disclaimer. No more part twos. Follow, subscribe, like, voice of reason, and F. I'm done. I used to do it. The episode used to be too long for some. Then I chopped it for the 2 parts, so it's not that long. I've been doing it long enough where this is what you get. If you got to watch it in 2 parts, then do you. But I'm not doing part 2s no more with the same fit twice. Anyway, let's move on. But fellas, let's perfect it. Let's perfect the game. Let's use our minds. Excuse me. Whew, holding that for a minute. Remember, I don't edit. No COVID though. Knock on wood. Let's use our brains. Let's analyze like we always had to do. We always had to analyze and know women to approach them. So just know who you're approaching and what they into. Learn it first before you just start bopping off at the mouth because you won't fuck that shit up. Internal confidence. Shout out Alpha Male Strategies. That'll be in the timestamps too. Internal confidence. Really lock in on what that means if you need to Google it or whatever. Internal confidence is realizing that some days are going to be good, some days are going to be bad, and to just accept it. The universe isn't yours, the world isn't yours. I don't care what kind of run you've been on. I don't care how much good fortune you've had. You gotta understand that with the good comes the bad. It's not personal. No one said that today is the day we fucking with you. It's your turn. It's not specifically pointed out like that. Some days you're gonna feel good, more on the upside. Some days you're gonna be bright-eyed and button-nosed. And then there's some days you ain't feeling it. And if you have the internal confidence, you'll get through it. You just gotta go, oh, I know what day this is. I know what type of day this is. And just kind of chuckle and laugh about it later. You know what I mean? It's just, the universe. I think there's like this unseen color ray that, let's say blue is for the good days. So they spray blue and, whoever's in the good range, they having a good day. And then whoever's in the red range is having the bad. However, I'm being animated about it, but bottom line is, know the good come with the bad. Smiles, cries, all that. This shit happens. But that's internal confidence. Feel me? Ooh. This was given to me by a colleague. Name 3 reasons why women/men should not date you. Call me whatever, but you know this is a woman who gave me this question, right? whoever whoever I've interacted with this, male wise, I'm sorry. I'm gonna entertain this a little bit. Just a little. But this is cat, bro. Like, why would a man tell a woman this thing? Honestly, I'm gonna entertain it a little bit. I'm voice of reason, and I just don't give a fuck. Like, you fuck with me or you don't. You don't even know. Anyway, women, this is a cakewalk. Because going back to the leading and only talking about sex, he approached you because he was attracted to you, right? So you can name 3 things, and based on how much he wants to still pursue, even if that's not for the right reason and the reason you want him to pursue you, unless you say some really off-the-wall shit that I can't even think of, you don't really lose here, ladies. But a man's gonna feel, and you're gonna try to challenge us and say, well, if you're confident and you're da-da-da-da-da, what's the big deal? True. But this is a setup, ladies. Y'all, I'ma just say it again, and y'all leave comments. I'ma try to use this for the promo, because you just gonna have to comment. I'm trying to say exactly where I'm at so I can use this as a promo. Copy. Wrapping up soon too. So this is gonna run over because I'm gonna be stuck here for a minute. Cause I gotta be political. I gotta be honest. You know, just cause I wanna stand out, I'm gonna entertain this. But I'm telling you, this is not what guys are gonna do, ladies. So I don't even know if I'm gonna give you 3. 1, impatient. A little bit of impatient mixed with overpassionate. You take that how you take that. A little bit impatient mixed with overpassionate. Sorry, I'm not breaking that down no more. Use your senses on that. Just because I'm a nice guy. No, good guy. Don't be nice. Be good. I may give you a second one, but that's gonna ponder for a second. I'm more good at breakfast cooking than any other time of the day cooking. I gotta get my cooking skills up. Whatever. Is that a big deal? And you know what? I'm just gonna be a good sport here, and you might get the 3rd one. I've been fucking with your mind the last 2 minutes. So what we said, a little bit impatient mixed with overpassionate. The daytime cooking, all the breakfast things, I got all you need. Sometimes I got to perfect that as well, but I'm way more confident in the wake up than in the evening and whatever other meals. I have to broaden my ability more. 3rd, don't like to quit. Don't like to give up. That sounds dope, and a lot of examples you can apply it to. But let that sink into why that is a reason not to. I don't like to quit. I don't like to give up. And that's it. Not fucking breaking it down. It's just a fucking setup. Closing out. The secret. I'm late. This lady went on Oprah. I'm upset that I'm this late. Rhonda Byrne, if I'm even saying that right. B-Y-R-N-E. You create your life with your thoughts. Check out the audio or the actual. I think they said there's even a movie. It's called The Secret. It's old, I'm late. But old is new if you never heard it. Feel me? So, you create your life with your thoughts. And there was a part 2. You can't harm anyone with your thoughts. It only harms you. Go back real quick because I'm wrapping up. So the negative and positive is the opposite. So if you say things, you keep saying things like, I don't want to be broke my whole life, you're going to be broke your whole life. I don't want to feel like this for much longer. You're going to feel like this a lot longer. I don't want to be judged. You will be judged. You get it? I don't like it going. You create your life with your thoughts. The harmful one, you can't harm anyone with your thoughts. I know bad shit happened to you. You get your heart broke. You get played with. But you let the universe handle it. Because anything you sit there and try to plot on, yo, I hope such and such get, you know what I mean? You're only bringing that energy back to you. So now whatever you're thinking may not actually happen to you. It's the negative energy of it. The negative will come back on you. So don't do that. Shit happens, you take it on the chin and let the universe handle it. Because you can only be great. You only can get your blessings when there's no blockage, when there's no clogging of the unnecessary. So I stand behind Shorty a lot on this. It's dope. A little bit is a little far-fetched because I joked with it even after first reading it a couple days ago, like, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I'm going to be rich. That doesn't mean I'm not, but it don't just really happen because I'm saying it. Really, cuz. But it's cute. Check that out, The Secret. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. If you feel this is useful for you or anybody else, if you feel like this can uplift somebody's day, if you feel like this can make somebody laugh, if it can make them chuckle, if it just passes the time as they lunch break, if it passes the time when they drive to work, anything that this does for you that's anywhat useful, I appreciate it. And I cherish the thoughts that you was here with me today and always. Voice of Reason NF out. Peace. Stay safe.